Hello.
Hello,
Good
shall I
afternoon,
start?
everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Today, our speaker is Dr. Rajshekhar. So, let me briefly introduce Mr. Rajshekhar. Dr. Rajshekhar is having a number of degrees. Let me read the number of degrees as MCOM. He is a MCOM, MBA, MPhil, ML, B.Ed, NET qualified, SET qualified, PhD, and a PhD in law as well. He holds a position of professor at AMET University, Chennai, and he is being at various positions. He is he is there as a director. He has worked as an editor. He has worked as a NAC collaborators, and he has guided MPhil, 8 MPhil students. He has guided around about 4 PhD scholars. He has guided, and 6 are ongoing. Now coming to his publication, he has 62 papers in Scopus Index journals, 50 papers in UGC Index journals, and other international journal he has a count of 80. So ladies and gentlemen, he has a vast publication record. He has published some books as well, and he has grabbed many awards such as Best Faculty Award, Best Researcher Award, Highest Book Publication Award, Bharat Ratna Dr. Radhakrishnan Gold Medal Award, Best Faculty Awards many times, Best Project Award, and whatever you can see in his document. He has delivered a number of guest lectures in various national and international conferences, FDPs, and seminars. So, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Rajshekhar, he will be delivering his talk. So, over to you, Dr. Rajshekhar.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you for your wonderful introduction about me. And for the today's session, I have given the topic research and SPSS. So, statistical package for social sciences. I welcome all the faculty members and also the Gautam University who has given the opportunity for me to handle this particular session, and also the coordinator who continuously coordinated with me and provided the opportunity in handle this session. Now, the first one is research. Basically, we are going to discuss two important parts. One is how you have to reframe the thesis with the help of SPSS, Statistical Package for Social Sciences. So, for that, exclusively, let whenever if you want to submit the thesis, and another important thing is you have to publish at least 2 Scopus publications. So what which is essential in publishing the paper, and also what which is essential, what type of statistical tools can be presented in the thesis, in how we can make that thesis in exclusively to be attracted for both national as well as international examiners, and also how to cite the for your references, and what are all the websites are there to cite your references, and even if you want to publish your paper in the Scopus or UGC, and what type of documents let you have to preserve not only for present, even for the future, and also regarding the UGC Act of Plagiarism also, which we are going to discuss. With these, I am going to start this session. Now, the first one is article structure. So, title is important. Next to the title, abstract and keywords. Keywords maximum 5 to 8 keywords, which may be differ from one publication to the another publications. IMRAD, that which is very important. While if you want to draft your article, introduction, methods. The methods which combinedly the overall research part is called as methods. And once you have implemented the various statistical tools interpretation, then you have to provide the results and discussion. And last one is conclusion. Sometimes a few authors, this may be vary from one publication to another publications, which we are going to discuss, and the acknowledgement, if it is required, can be given the acknowledgement also. And the last one, references and the supporting materials. Now, if you take any article, these are the very essential. But you may ask the question, sir, whether these are the structure what I have presented here, which is common for all the publication, means no. So for that, you have to read the guidelines. So based on the guidelines only, you have to present your paper. Sometimes, even if you have submitted your paper as per the norms of plagiarism, if you're getting the plagiarism is very low, as per the norms of the publisher if you're going to submit the paper, but sometimes it may be rejected. The reason is if you not yet follow the guidelines of the publisher. So the title is clearly describes the contents. So some people, what they will do, title itself 4 to 5 sentence, very they may write the title in different manner, but no need to go with that title means which clearly describe what let you are going to focus. And authors abstract means it describes what has done. The abstract means what's your objective, and research what type of sampling method and what type of research tools that you're going to use, and conclusion. But the method is first let you have to prepare the paper, give the conclusion, later you have to go for abstract. Abstract can be changed. Some people, what they may do, you have to submit the abstract at initial stage, later you have to submit the full paper. But if you're going to do like that, you can do the changes. The changes means at the end we are going to submit the full paper. Based on the conclusion, you have to write the abstract. So here you have to come with some reverse strategy that you have to use. First complete from introduction to conclusion. So based on the conclusion, you have to go for the abstract. Keywords, some journals. So the keywords, which is very, very important part. The reason is when they are going to send your article for review committee, means they doesn't have any time for them to refer the whole complete article. Instead of that, they may see the keyword, and keyword itself, abstract and keyword, which is very, very essential for the reviewers to decide that whether the article can be accepted or rejected. So he ensures the article is correctly identified in abstracting and indexing the services. Introduction, explain the problem. Methods, explain how the data were collected. Results, describes what was discovered. Discussion, the implementation, the findings is called as discussion. And acknowledgement, one who helped for you in collecting the data or in doing the research, you can represent the names as acknowledgement. And references, the published work recognized where you have taken your previous review of literature, whether maybe magazines, journals, newspapers, websites. All these can be presented as references. And appendix. Appendix means, for example, where the same, for example, structure equation model, if you're going to do as a data, but there is some process. That process need not to be shown there, but you have to show separately as a part of appendix. But this also, which need to be asked not by all the journals, only by the some journals. So these are the very much components of a paper to accept your if you are going to submit your article, immediately they may accept for publication. Oh, review of literature. It's all backbone of all research papers. More than 100 research papers need to review. But this part I have presented here not for the article, for your thesis. So when you want to present a review of literature as a chapter 2 or chapter 3, okay, for that, which one is very important means you have to review. Sir, whether I have to review all the complete article means not like that. See, very easily you can able to take some hints in writing the review of literature by your own. The abstract, introduction, findings and conclusions. So these are the very much important part. The reason is in the abstract itself, they are specifically focusing that what type of data they are using, what the sample size, and they are giving the findings also. This which shows what for the researcher to identify the gap. Now the second point I have given research gap. So the review of literature which gives you to go for next step called as identify the problem. Very easily you can able to identify your problem as well as the research gap. So what is the meaning of research gap? Sir, I have referred more than 100 papers. But all the research papers they have discussed between till 2014 only, but they are not discussed from 2015 to 20. It's a gap where you can start from 2015 to 20. Some people they may ask the question already on this topic, many of them have did, but now you are choosing the same topic. Is there any differentiation? Means for that purpose, these three are very, very important to give the appropriate answer. So first one is time period. Second one is geographical gap. So if, for example, X is a person who has did a research in Mumbai, but you are going to do your research in Delhi, that this may be different even for Tamil Nadu or Karnataka. If a person who has did his research in one place and you are going to focus on another place, so it may be differ. So that can be called as geographical gap. And the third one is variables of study, this which is very, very important. When you are go through the article itself to write your reviews or to identify the gap, what type of variables they have used in their study. So dependent, independent variables, which is common, but for the factors, what type of factors which they have been used for their study, whether they have used the common factors or whether they have been used the different factors. If they have used the common factors, which factor they have not yet focused much more due to some lack, that can be presented as a one of the variable in your study. So these are the points called as research gap. So three ways let you have to focus while writing reviews. If anyone, even if they ask the question regarding the time gap, let you can provide the answer. A geographical gap. Or third one is concept of variable of study. Next one is statement of the problem. Sir, I have completed review of literature, but what you have identified based on research gap, you have to identify at least 2 or 3 research questions called a statement of problem. From the problem, you have to draft at least 2 or 3 research questions which influence to do the research on particular topic. And next one is some articles they are requiring a significance of study, need or importance. Some publishers they are saying study, some people are significant, some of them are saying need, some of them are saying importance. So at least 2 to 3 points. Most of the Scopus journal will see that on what path let your study is going continuously. So for that purpose, at least let you have to provide at least 2 to 3 points about the importance, significance or need. Aim of the study, the statement of problem and significance of the study both need to be directly linked. Then only you can able to project the aim of the study. Sir, I have identified the problem and also importance of the study, but based on these two only that you have to set your objectives. And hypothesis are directly linked to the objective of the study. So for example, if you're going to frame 4 or 5 objectives, some people what they may do 8 to 10 objectives. No need to frame more number of objectives. As I told, I have presented here, directly linked to your objectives need to be linked to the statement of problem and significance of study. No need to include any other part to frame your objectives, but the same objective when you want to use for hypothesis, from the objective hypothesis both need to be directly linked. That which shows the more quality on the part. So if you want to get draft, if you want to set out your objectives for your study, for that which one is important means, as I told, more reviews. You have to continuously show much more interest in collecting your reviews. Now the method of data collections, primary data, secondary data, and a questionnaire, interview, observation, schedule method. But for that in SPSS, let you have to find out with two reliability and validity. So once you have collected your questionnaire, there is a there is a method called as Cronbach alpha criterion method. With this method, it shows that whether your test is reliable, your question is reliable or not. So 0.7, which is required. If it shows the questionnaire is reliable, but if it doesn't shows that less than 0.7 means, then you have to rework in your questionnaire. So for that, the reliability study, which is very, very important. And next one is the population of this study. Population means where the world level, a country, or city, which one we are going to focus, called as population. And target, whom you are going to target, maybe men or women, or teachers or students, specifically let you have to mention, called as target population. So I have chosen my study with reference to Chennai, but at the same time I have chosen the topic with reference to mariners. So I'm my target population only the mariners. I'm not going to circulating the questionnaire apart from any other person, apart from a mariners. So for that I need to identify the population of the study and whom I am going to target. Next one is quantitative tools of study, the process of research. Qualitative, which shows what means outcome of the research. And applied or basic research. There are various types of research, but the quantitative talks about tools of data. Some people may ask the question, so your research paper, which is coming under what, their qualitative or quantitative. So let you can present the tools. If you are going to mention, then can be called as quantitative data. Okay. Yeah, and if you're going to collect your if you're going to circulate your questionnaire and collecting the data and presenting, then qualitative. So if you're going to using the tools, quantitative, collecting the circulating the questionnaire, or doing the field visit, direct observation or the detailed interview, called as qualitative. So maximum, let you can utilize both quantitative and qualitative, and the descriptive types of another research. I think I have seen the previous people, they have touched this part, what are the various types of research, but for you to understand what methods need to be present in the papers, I have given some important steps here. And sampling method, the very part, even the sampling we cannot able to complete with one or two session itself. It may take time for you to give the answers with the examples. So the sampling method are two. One is probability, another one is non-probability method. For this sampling also I have presented here with some few examples for you to understand. And the next one is sampling frame. Sampling frame are target population. For example, I am going to do my research both manufacturing industries as well as ITS industries. But the employees, those who are working in these type of sectors, hotel sector or banking sector, I need to collect the data. But that which is not yet possible to collect the data, the population is totally very vast population, which is not possible for me to collect the data from the respective employees. So here the sampling frame, which is we may not be able to develop. Sir, when the sampling frame can be developed? If you know the population and which is easy for you to collect the data, and if you already decided that the employees, those who are here having 1 year of experience, they may come forward to provide the data, or the company having experience 3 years, just now the company started, the years of experience of the company started 3 years, and also the population is very easy for you to access to collect the data, then the sampling frame may be possible. But a very huge amount of population, to collect the data from them at that time, the sampling frame may not be developed. So regarding the sampling frame, develop itself two parts, probability and non-probability. So non-probability, for example, judgment sampling coming under non-probability. So when you can use the non-probability, for example, as I told, when sampling frame may not be able to develop at that time, like you can go with judgment sampling, which coming under non-probability sampling method. But sampling frame, for example, I am doing the research with reference to only 2 schools. Very easily I can able to access randomly whoever the students are present in the school, each and every in the class, each and every student, there is a equal chance to provide the information to me or to collect the data. So in such cases, random probability sampling, very easily you can able to fix the sampling frame. So that is the major difference. Just like that, you cannot use the sampling frame method. Sampling frame, if you know your target population, the population which is very easy for you to access, now probability method, simple random. And at the same time, non-probability, if your population is very high amount of population, you may not be able to access them. In such cases, sampling frames may not be able to develop, go with non-probability. Data analysis are two types. One is descriptive, another one is inferential. This point let you have to mention. So what is the meaning of descriptive and inferential? Descriptive means mean, median, mode called as descriptive. Inferential is called as parametric and non-parametric statistical tools. For example, chi-square or ANOVA or regression analysis or correlation, these are called as inferential tools. Okay, but some people, they are focusing on recent days only descriptive. Descriptive means what the basic part of research is called as descriptive. If you're going for some high level of standard in presenting some tools to show that to bring a quality to your research, then inferential statistics. Analysis based on the hypothesis, correct statistical tools to be used. So how to use the correct statistical tool, that also which we are going to discuss. Two things are there, parametric and non-parametric. And at the same time, 4 measurement of scales are there: nominal scale, ordinal scale, ratio scale, and interval scale. 2 types of categorical variables are there and continuous variables are there. But what type of tools can be used, that which you are going to discuss. But don't write several suggestions based on your findings, that which they are not going to think, they won't think that that which shows very attractive, that which shows that you are shown much more interest in providing the information, but very actual words let you have to present. Sometimes a few journals, they are saying that suggestions, these words are required, and research part only these words are limited. So if they are saying like that, we have to follow the same procedure for each and every part, and at the end of conclusion, summary of all points of your research, not to repeat word to word. Emphasize the findings in the conclusion, and at the end, future work also let you have to show that someone wants to do, or even if you want to do, which one or which variable if it is left, and which part, the geographical location, if you not yet focus, based on that it can give some suggestion for the other people to touch that area which is not yet covered by you. So all these are called as a article, a structure, a basic structure which need to be present when you are going to writing a article for publication. Now, directly measurement of scales. As I told, sir, what type of tools can be used? So for that, you have to know nominal, ordinal, ratio, and interval scale. In the questionnaire part is very, very important. In the questionnaire, what type of scales you are going to fix? Based on that, you can go with these two. So for example, as I told, descriptive means percentage mode, percentage mode, percentile, median means standard deviation, very basic method. Inferential means chi-square, rank correlation, Friedman test, ANOVA test, correlation t-test, regression, coefficient of variation. But only here, categorical variable also called as qualitative. These two, nominal, ordinal scale, are coming under categorical, called as non-parametric test. And ratio or interval called as continuous or called quantitative. These two are called as parametric test. Now, the another example which I am going to show in what way you can analyze the nominal, ordinal, ratio or interval. So first, the categorical means, please write, this part is very, very important. Two types of statistics. Variable means categorical or qualitative. Both are coming under nominal or ordinal, called as non-parametric test. Continuous, these two, ratio or interval, called as continuous, but coming under parametric test. So here, non-parametric, what type of tools will be applied? Parametric, what type of tools are going to apply, which we are going to discuss. Now, for this, I have given one example. Nominal scale, categorical, already I have given this point. Now, sir, what type of questions can be called as nominal scale? For example, open-ended questions or multiple choice questions. So here I presented gender, male or female. This male or female is called as the digitomus question. Male or female is called as multiple choice question. Okay, another question is the digitomus question, yes or no option, which I have not yet given here. And these multiple choice questions, male or female, what is your political preference? I have given these points. Where do you live? Suburb or city or town? 1, 2, 3, like that, called as multiple choice question. So these type of questions, if you're going to present in your questionnaire with multiple choice question, then it can be called as nominal scale. Category variable, you all know very well. Immediately, this nominal scale means what type of test means non-parametric. So you have decided that if you're going to present these type of questions, nominal scale, non-parametric. And in SPSS, there is a string, alphabet, numeric or numeric to be present. When I'm going to show the SPSS sheet, I will tell what the meaning for numeric. Next one is ordinal scale, categorical, symmetric differential scale or Likert scale, very simple Likert scale. How satisfied are you with our services? Very unsatisfied. So these are called as Likert scale questions. As I told, non-parametric. This one also ordinal scale, also non-parametric. Mann-Whitney test and Kruskal-Wallis test can be used. Interval scale, called as continuous variable, but at the same time, nominal and ordinal applicable to interval. Nominal and ordinal also applicable to interval. For example, what is your family income? What is your family income is called? You will show some differentiation, 10,000 to 20,000, 20,000 to 30,000. If you're going to show the family income, then it can be called as parametric test. So interval scale. Ratio scale, continuous ratio scale. What is your daughter's current height, weight? If they are going to show, then it can be called as, if you're going to present in your questionnaire, called as a ratio scale. Ratio scale also coming under not parametric test. So nominal and ordinal categorical variable. If you're going to show multiple choice question, Likert scale of question, you can conclude by yourself. Non-parametric tools can be used. Interval and ratio scale, then you can conclude by yourself. Parametric tools can be used. But at the same time, I have presented one important point here. Nominal and ordinal applicable to interval. Sir, what is the meaning for this? In parametric test, you can apply, even if you want to apply non-parametric, you can apply. So while doing the parametric test, the tools, if you want to apply the non-parametric test, you can apply. There is no restriction. But at the same time, if when you going with the non-parametric, in that case, the parametric test cannot be applied for non-parametric. That is the major difference. So again, nominal and ordinal scale applicable to interval means parametric test. In parametric tools, you can, if you want to calculate Mann-Whitney test, Kruskal Valley test, you can do. But at the same time, if the research supervisor is saying that non-parametric test, another one's SPSS, one important test is there, that I will tell later. Based on that test which shows the normal distribution, your normal distribution which shows also parametric test can be applied or non-parametric test can be applied. So these are the variables which I have given with the examples. Now very easily you can identify. Just see, it's one of the questionnaire, male or female. All are multiple choice questions only, and all are multiple choice questions. Here I have given the rated scale of questions. So this questionnaire which shows what means, first one nominal scale, second one ordinal scale, but monthly income. This monthly income is called as interval scale. So just see that all the three I have applied. So you cannot say the non-parametric and parametric. So based on the parametric, you can apply what type of tools means. Even you can apply non-parametric tools. But for that, there in SPSS you have to do one test that I will show, that it shows the normal distribution. But based on the normal distribution, you can go with the parametric or a non-parametric. So these are the hypothesis tests. So parametric means these type of test you have to apply. T-test, independent sample test, Z-test, like that. But non-parametric means all these type of tests, chi-square, Kolmogorov-Smirnov test, and Mann-Whitney test, median, Sine-Wilcoxon test. All these type of tests are coming under non-parametric test. So these are the two you have to identify to apply the statistical tools. Now hypothesis test, it's a relationship between the variables, a null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. There is no difference. The p-value is larger means a null hypothesis. There is no significant difference between age and to satisfy the customer. There is a difference. So for these two, the null and alternate hypothesis only, with the help of p-value, if it is less than p-value 0.05, p-value is less than 0.05, alternate, p-value is larger than 0.05, there are no significant difference, then coming under null hypothesis. So now when you are going to open the SPSS, the slide may present like this for in the output. This one is called as action button, the second one, the second room, and the first one is drop down button, and this part is called as navigation window, and this part is called as output window. So these are four, which is it shows the output document. What the viewing of all these four buttons are essential. Now once if you are going to click the SPSS, the slide which will be open like this, data view and variable view. These two views will be there always, data view and variable view. Now as I told, statistical methods, descriptive means mean of proportion, inferential statistics, comparison. Sir, I want to do some comparison from one variable to another variable, and one variable with multiple variable, or within the multiple variable I need to know which one which is influencing more. So for that, immediately you can go with the inferential statistics. As I told, inferential statistics, what type of tools to be used already. So the sample size, so it's just a sample size formula. Some people are can go with formula. So regarding the sample size also, I will present some few important things, but you can use this method also. So if you're going to use your confidence level 95%, 5% always error will be there, or 1%. Okay, the academic project, the science projects and all, they may go with the differentiation. Errors may be different, but for humanities and social science, the maximum they go with 5%. Your population size, if it is 100, then you can fix your sample size 80 directly. So if you're 99% confidence level, then you can go with 1% or 5% or 2.5% error. So this formula, this table which shows to 95% or 99%, the margin of error you can fix, depend upon your population size, you can fix the sample size directly. Now steps in writing an article, as I told already, these points: compute variable. First one, you have to compute variable with the help of SPSS. Second one, normality test. As I told, whether you can do parametric or non-parametric, there is a test, normality test, called as KMO, called as Komogrov and Shapiro test. This test which shows more than 0.05, then parametric test. If it is shows less than 0.05, then called as non-parametric test. Then immediately a reliability test you have to do. A descriptive, called as descriptive mean, median, mode, descriptive, which I have told, descriptive statistics. Chi-square or non-parametric or inferential statistics, ANOVA regression analysis that you can so as a part of parametric. So what purpose I have presented here, chi-square ANOVA regression. Chi-square is non-parametric, and this part which coming under parametric. The reason is, as I told, even in parametric you can include non-parametric. There is no any restriction like that, not to use only with the only with the parametric. But if your test shows the non-parametric, at any cost you doesn't have right to use the parametric types of tools. So for the PhD, 250 pages. So how to differentiate with the number of pages? Introduction 5 to 10 pages. Literature review maybe 15 to 20 pages. Methodology 15 to 20 pages. Analysis 15 to 20 pages. Results 3 to 5 pages. Discussion 3 to 5 pages. Conclusions 1 to 3 pages. Conclusion, suggestions, and the last one is application recommendation. Utility need to be provided. So like this, your body of the report, at least 250 pages can be present for the thesis. So thank you for your attention. Now we are going to sir,
Yes, sir.
whether this slide is visible.
No, sir, the previous one is visible only. So you can
Previous one
minimize
is
this
visible.
slide and open it the next one.
I have already minimized this one. Minimized. Again, I need to go for share screen.
Yeah.
Stop. Sir, now
Not visible, sir, yet.
what I should do now?
So have you shared the screen?
Already I've shared that screen. Again, I need to go with multiple documents are there. So how to open the other document?
Just share the screen, sir. Again, click on share the screen.
No, it's top screen is coming.
Yeah, stop the screen, then again share it.
Okay. Now I understood. Okay. Now, sir. Hello.
Sir, some screen is visible.
Okay. Thank you. Now I understood. Okay.
You can proceed, sir. Your screen is visible.
Yes. Yes. Next one is regarding the sample size. Some maximum number of people are having the doubt, sir, what type of formula, any formula that we can apply? Yes, you can apply some few formulas. For that, I am going to show this part. Cochrane formula. Please know this. When the population is infinite only, you can use this Cochrane formula. Sir, what about the finite population? Even for finite population also, you can use this Cochrane formula, but maximum number of people, they can use this Cochrane formula suggested by Cochrane 1977, using this formula only for infinite population. So when you're calculating this, by using this formula, when you're going to calculate, you may get 384 your sample size. So commonly, if you're going to use any part of population, infinite means you can fix your sample size 384. This is the first part. As I told previously, I have shown one table regarding the sample size. Second point is you can use this Cochrane formula for infinite population. Third one is same Cochrane formula for finite population. Just see here, I have fixed the sample size, population size is 13,191 population size. Now 99% confidence level with margin of error 0.05. When I'm going to calculate this margin of level, I am not use this margin of level. If I'm going to use 95% confidence level and margin of level 5% means I can go with the previous formula, Cochrane formula 384. But
Sir,
at the
your
same time,
presentation, sir, sorry to interrupt you. Your presentation is
yes,
not there on the screen. Your PPT is not visible, sir.
no PPT, sir, only the document.
Document is not visible, sir. Only the file path is visible. Document is not visible, sir.
Even now,
Not, sir. No, not now, sir. Sir, sharing screen, sir. Please click on share screen and the second option has to be selected.
application window.
Go to screen share screen, then share screen. Click on the share screen button.
Now,
Not now, sir. The same screen is being shared. No document we can view, sir.
even now it's not showing us, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
So,
We can see that you are clicking on it, but it's not opening, sir.
this one is the entire screen.
Yeah, the entire screen we can see. Now click on the document, sir. Yeah. Click on the document.
The document is here.
Yeah, now we can see, sir. Yeah, now
Okay,
it's visible,
then.
sir.
Okay, thank you.
Sir, maximize it. Here you can,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
sir.
Okay, yeah, it's visible, sir. You can
Okay,
continue,
okay,
sir. Yes, sir. You can
okay,
continue,
okay.
sir.
So as I told, the Cochrane formula, when the population is infinite, you have to use this formula. So maximum, sir, can I present this formula in the in my thesis? Yes. Even for article also, max sometimes the papers are rejecting regarding with the sample size only. So it may take some time for to present exclusively about the sample size. So first one is infinite. So infinite and finite population. Infinite population means you can use this Cochrane form sample size 384 only. So whatever calculation if you are going to do, you can fix the Cochrane infinite population size of sample 384 only. And another one is, can I use the same formula for finite population? Yes, you can use same formula for finite population, but there is a method. So now what you have to do, I have fixed my population size is 13,191, and the already I have calculated here, I have presented here the 666. So whenever I am taking the 99 percentage with marginal error 5 percentage, 666 sample size. So I have got 666 sample size at 99 percentage and 5 percentage. But what is the major difference here? At least I need to go with this 13,191 50 percentage. If it is exits, then only then what I have to do is I can use the finite population formula. Now again I'm telling, population size 13,191, just go with 50 percentage. 50 percentage if you're going to calculate, you may get some value that it should exceed the 5%, that should exceed the sample size. If it is exceed the sample size, then you can fix this formula for the finite population. Another point given here, if you are same the finite population 95 percentage marginal error, if you are going to do, you need not to correct a formula, you can fix the sample size the previous study 384 only, but 384 commonly you can fix, you can use this Cochrane formula only for finite population. But this may be differentiate each and every time. If you may not be able to get from the population size, if you calculate this 666 50 percentage, which if you are not be able to get it, then you may doesn't have right, need not to correct the formula directly. You can go with the another formula for finite population is AMET formula. It's very simple. You can use this formula. As I mentioned here, it's an alternative to Cochrane formula. So try to fix from now onwards. Infinite means use the Cochrane formula. Finite means use the AMET formula. AMET formula, I have presented here the information with this sample formula. This is the sample formula, and you can get 388. So same thing, 13,191 using the formula for 5 percentage, 388 is your sample size. So like that, the sample size, you can use the two different types of formula, one for infinite population and AMN formula for finite population. And another one is, as I told regarding the table also, I have shown one table and given the information that depend upon your population. Even here they are given, even for Cochrane, they are given here population, depend upon your population size also, you can fix your sample size. So regarding the sample size, we have seen one table and Cochrane for infinite population, AMN formula for finite population.
Are you sharing some another document, sir?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Go ahead, sir, please.
More documents are there. That's why. Is it visible now?
Not now, sir. Now something is coming over there.
Yes, now. Okay.
So not visible, sir. The previous problem exists. We can see your clicking window. You are clicking on a window, but we could not able to see the document.
Now. So now can you able to see? Yes.
No, sir. Sir, please share the screen. Then only it will be visible.
Now.
Sir, maximize the screen. The tab which is
Okay.
minimized, no, sir, you have to maximize it. Then only it will appear on the screen.
Share screen.
Now click on the button, sir, and maximize the window you want to show on the screen. Maximize the document, sir. Click on the document and maximize it. Yeah, now maximize it. Now it's visible, sir. Now it's
Okay.
visible.
Okay. The
Sir,
third document is
are you able to zoom it, sir, please? Please zoom the document,
okay.
sir. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Now it's okay. Now it's okay, sir.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
Yes. Yes. Now the next one is sample target population. So previously we have discussed about the sample size. Now so what is the meaning for target population? For that I have presented one part here. First you have to identify the population. From the population only you can go with the sample size. So for that population means universe. So as I told previously, there are two types of sampling methods: are the probability sampling method, non-probability sampling method. Just see here, the population of research study needs to define target population, employees working in cross section of industries such as manufacturing industries, IT industry, service sector industry, service sector, which comprises all these type of industry. And researcher is doing the research from Chennai and Bangalore. Yes, did in the year 2014. But just see here, many cross sections of many industries are there, and more number of employees will be there. That which is not very easy for you to identify the respondents for collect the data. So now what you have to do? So whenever you are facing this problem, your target population itself, which is not very easy to access at that time, what type of sampling method you have to go? So here, probability or random sampling method, each population member has the same chance to be chosen in the sample. But this part, which is not very easy. So for that, a good random sampling requires a sample frame or complete list of population members. Just see here, industries, service sectors need to collect the details from all the members, that which is not yet very, very easy. So if anyone is asking the question about the sampling frame means, now you have to decide if you are able to collect the list of all population members, you can frame the sampling frame. If you doesn't able to collect the population of a complete list of all population members, it's not possible to do the sampling frame. So sometimes not practicable to implement probability sampling. At that time, what you have to do? You have to go with non-probability sampling method, that which is feasible alternative. But when this non-probability sampling method can be applied, these are the questions during the Viva time. They may raise the question why you have applied non-probability sampling method. At that time, you can defend yourself. My sampling frame, due to very huge amount of population, which is not possible to collect the complete list of all population members. Hence, the sampling frame may not be possible. I have chosen the another feasible method called as non-probability method. Now you have decided non-probability method, but in that non-probability method, there are many types of sampling is there. But here the researcher has used when the population spread out over a wide area or when the sampling frame is unavailable. But as I told here, sampling frame is totally unavailable. At that time, what you have to do, non-availability of list of respondents, which is not very easy for the go and collect the details, list of employees details from all the sectors, the complete population. Hence, he has applied the non-probability sampling. What method he has used in this non-probability sampling called as judgment sampling method. So there are various types of sampling: simple random, convenience sampling, quota sampling, stratified random sampling, judgment sampling, snowball sampling, and purposive sampling. This judgment, sometimes we can use this also called as purposive sampling method. Okay, so now here they were cross sections of industry. In all these industries, you have to, what is the meaning of judgment sampling method? In the recent days, people are using convenient, means those who are very much convenient for you to collect the data, called as convenient sampling method. Snowball means if you're going to for example, you are asked to me refer someone else through the reference, if you're going to collect the data, called as snowball. Stratified means from the whole state or district or some part, if you're going to differentiate from state to district, state to district, district to place, city or to place, then it can be called as a stratified sampling method. A simple random, each and every person in the class, each and every person may have an equal chance representing themselves, then it can be called a simple random sampling method. Purpose means you have already decided only these category group of people are eligible or can come forward to give the answers for your questions, called as purposive sampling method. Now, knowledge about the population, use the judgment. So the researcher has identified, he judged himself. The selected people alone may have can consider a representative sample. So selected respondent, how now what you have to do? The researcher again, he need to do some select the respondents. How he is selecting the respondents means, first he has did the judgment study, select companies at least 3 years with established diversity strategy. The companies, those who are started with at least 3 years, he has selected as a judgment. First one. Second point, the researcher could get permission to collect the data based on the knowledge about the institution above said areas, and also he has judged. Second point, selected respondents who had at least 1 year of experience. They only can be able to come forward to fill the questionnaire. So if he has judged like that, then it can be called as judgment sampling method. Or sometimes this, as I told, purposely only these people are come forward to fill the questionnaire. So these are the judgment types. The SAM population means, as I have given the explanation for population. Second point, when sampling method can be used, sampling frame can be applied, when sampling frame may not be applied. Sampling frame may not be applied, you can go probability, non-probability. Go with the non-probability. In that non-probability, various types of sampling method. Based on your research, let you have to identify what type of sampling method can be opted. And for here, I have given the example of judgment sampling method. Now, once you have did like that, details of data collection. This is another important part. In many people, they are not completely projecting the information in the thesis. Now, just see here the number of questionnaires collected, number of questionnaires received, and number of questionnaires completed from Chennai, Bangalore. Like that, you have to give the complete list. Some people, they are using in the thesis just like that. I have collected the sample size, circulated, and rejected. That's all. But they may ask the question, which part you have circulated your questionnaire and which sector you have focused. how many questionnaires you have received, how many questionnaires are completed. In these questionnaires, whether you have included your pilot study or you are not yet included. See, if you did your pilot study means to find out the reliability test used to find with at least 30 or 50 based on the calculation. You can use this pilot, you can do your pilot study, the reliability test. But when you're going to get the exact sample size, so here I've got 525, for example, exact sample size. If I have included the pilot study questionnaires which I have did previously, that for with the help of experts, 30 people, means that need to be excluded here. So pilot study data need not to be included when you are with the final sample size. That is the another information. So here the data collection information which is need to be present. And another important thing, in the recent days, sir, sample size okay with the formulas. Is there any other method? Yes, the questionnaire items are very, very important. These authors are suggested that at least Hare et al. One author one has suggested that one item at least need to be circulated to 5 respondents, or 5:1 or 10:1. So in such cases, just see that for this thesis, 71 items are there. So 5 respondents per item at least, then you may get 355. But how much I have got here? 525. So I have got 525 means 7:7.4:1. So somewhat between 5:1 to 10:1 as per his Netmeyer, Burden and Sharma suggestions. 5:1 to 10:1. I can include the sample size, but minimum 355. But by my study which shows 525, which is above the minimal sample size of 355. So Netmeyer et al. Yes, suggested first point. Second point, sir, I have got only 300 sample size. Whether it is reliable? Yes, it's reliable for you to do the inferential statistics. But when you want to go for use the confirmatory and sim model, means sometimes to identify, to recollect the factors, or to find out the model fit, that which is not very easy. With the 300 respondents, sometimes the model fit may be fixed very easily. Sometimes if it is not yet fixed, again you have to rework. So at least for that 350 400 means the more larger sample size can give more reliable result. Another person has suggested that 200 to provide sufficient standard only for data. Say 200 means you cannot go with sim you not be able to run the sim, that which is not possible with the 200. Okay, you cannot get the exact data with the help of 200. So for that 200 means only data analysis can done. 300 means at least you can provide a reliable rest. But 525 more than 350 means more than 350 also you can run the same, somewhat you can able to get the model fit. So what purpose I have presented this information here means you can in the recent days if you not able to get, if you are decided to increase your sample size, you can use this method, or you can use 5:1, or you can use the 10:1. So more sample size, it goes on increasing. All whatever tools if you want to apply, maybe using the SPSS, maybe using the AMOS, you can be able to get the exact reliable results if it goes on increasing your sample size. So for that purpose, I have presented this information completely. I have projected here about the sample size and other results. Sir, again same problem, sir.
No, sir, not visible yet, sir. Sir, repeat the same process.
Okay.
Maximize the minimized document. So whenever the document is visible on your complete screen, then only we can visualize it.
Okay. Are you visible this document?
No, sir, not now.
Share screen. Share. Okay.
Now maximize the document, sir. Maximize the tab. Yeah, select that particular tab.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. So next one is plagiarism. Maximum number of people again here.
Sir,
Yes.
run
Okay,
the
sir.
flow. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. So there is an act called as Promotion of Academic Integrity and Prevention of Plagiarism in Higher Education Institutions Regulations 2017, which talks about tolerance of plagiarism, Section 8 and 9 UGC Act. So maximum number of people in the recent days they are worrying about their plagiarism. So for that, Section 2K of UGC Act 1956, when you are going to use the others' work, then it can be called as plagiarism. So here up to 10% excluded, but between 10 and 40%, this method presently which is following in many institutions when you're going to submit your thesis, and between 10 to 14% level 1, and between 40 and 60% level 2, above 60% level 3, but zero tolerance in all these hypotheses. Zero tolerance, abstract, summary, conclusion and results and observations, zero tolerance is required, but these percentage they are accepting for that. So here I presented previous slide, up to 10% excluded. The 10 to 40% means what type of punishment? Withdraw the manuscript submitted for publication, will not be allowed to publish any work for a minimum time period of 1 year. That is the penalty for faculty. 40 to 60% means same 2 years, and supervisors doesn't have right to allowed to act as a supervisor for students or scholars for 2 years, no annual increment. Level 3, above 60% means not be allowed to publish any work for minimum time period of 3 years, not be allowed to act as supervisor for students or scholars for period of 3 years, no annual increment they are receiving for 2 years. Also they can take the action for level 3, dismiss the person from the job. Now presently, regarding the plagiarism itself, SEC Supreme Court cases, the number of judgment given on plagiarism itself 170 cases, academic environment 60 cases, plagiarism at the university level itself 40 cases, judgments on plagiarized thesis itself 25 cases. Just see that even in the Supreme Court cases, judgments which goes on increasing are related with the plagiarism. So exceptions, but this part is very, very important. Some people, what they may do, they may include overall the thesis, but while doing the plagiarism, your references, another important part, sir, someone are doing the secondary data, either using the public domain, but you have got the permission from them, immediately can be exempted, which is very, very important to the people, those who are doing the with the help of secondary data information. If you got the permission, with the public, even they are presented in the public domain, if they got the permission from the concerned person, exempted by showing the letter. All references, but some people they are including the references also. Your plagiarism level will be very, very high. No need to include your references, a table of content, a preference, preface, acknowledgement and bibliography are totally exempted. Standard equation and symbols, for example, those who are doing the research in mathematics, some common symbols and formulas will be there. That cannot be done again. Whenever whoever are going to do, it shows plagiarism. But these things, as per this act, standard equations, some people doing the medicines, physics, chemistry, mathematics and all, the standard equations are there, symbols, standard symbols are there. And those who are doing the research in laws, the case laws, which we cannot do anything, that they, when they are going to do the plagiarism, these are the things can be exempted. Is it visible, sir?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
SPSS. Okay, thank you, sir. Now we are going with the data collection. Till now we have discussed, as I have given the title, two things. One is research, another one is SPSS. 1 minute. First one is research, another one is SPSS. Now we are going to discuss about the SPSS. Now first, very, very important method here is compute a variable. The first part is you have to compute your variable. So here I have given the 4 statements are there, only one factor. Okay, so maximum number of people you have to do total 4 4 4 like that. If you have to do total 21, but that which is not very easy for you to do the calculation each and every time. Now what you have to do? So first point is go for data view, transform, data view, transform, compute variable. So in this compute variable, already whatever the information you have entered in the variable view, the same points may presented here: T1, T2, T3, T4, T5. Now what you have to do? T1 plus T2 plus T3 plus T4 plus T5. Now after you have entered everything, compute variable, tangibility. So type and label. If you are going to enter this, the tangibility may come. So now go with T1 plus T2 plus T2 plus T3 plus T4 plus T5. Leave OK. By doing like this, you will be getting 21, 20, 22, 21 like that. The overall calculation compute variable may come with the help of data view, transform, compute variable, first year, type tangibility, then use all these, go to the numeric expression, directly give OK, you will get this total amount. So now the next one is the T1. If you're going to enter, the values may come like this. This one is called as values. How to enter values means first one, for example, remove 1. If you're going to enter, right, in label column, strongly disagree, it will show. So value means 1 2 3 4 5. In label, immediately it may include here, give OK the values. None, always missing none. Column, why this column is important means if you're going to increase, for example 18, I'm showing here column 18 means just go for the next part, data view, first one, T1 column will be goes on increasing. So here any changes, if you're going to do variable view, the same way which may reflect in the data view also. So for that, always 8 is better. Alignment always right. And already I told ordinal scale, measure ordinal scale means depend on your questionnaire. If your questionnaire is here, they strongly agree. You all know very well. Likert scale question means ordinal scale. That's why I presented here. Measure means ordinal scale. And tangibility is the factor is called as scale. Okay, so even if you enter like this, all these information may come. Only one thing you have to include here, the variables, values, strongly agree like that. You have to enter it based on your questionnaire. And always if it is male or female, regarding the gender means, then here nominal scale. So like that you have to do changes in the variable view. Whatever the changes you are going to do in the variable view, it may reflect in the data view also. So I have did some changes here. These are the changes I have did. Now see here in the data view also same thing reflected here. So like that, to the variable view, which is very important to not to do if you're doing any mistake, which may reflect in the data view also. And another important thing, while when you're going to enter each and every item, so what the 4 and all, see first question I mentioned here, strongly agree. So all the people are given agree, so that's the reason here. For first question, T2, second question, second item in the questionnaire, second item under the head of factor, tangibility is one of the factor. T1, 2 to 5 called as statements or also called as items. So each question they are given the option 4 like that. When you are going to total it, you will be getting first question itself 21 people are given the answer. Okay, so like that, to compute this total amount, total values only, as I told, go for data view, transform, compute variable, do the calculation, you will be getting the tangibility. Another important point is, if you missed out any value somewhere else, okay, that which shows some changes maybe happen with your question results also. So while entering itself, let you have to see that any unfilled columns are there, let you have to fill properly, otherwise the mistake which may be happen. Second one is, sir, is it visible now? Sir?
Not
Hello?
now, not yet, sir. Yes, sir. Maximize it, sir. Maximize the tab. Yeah, you can select.
Okay?
Yeah. Yes, sir. It's visible.
Okay? Okay.
Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
Yes. So next one is, so first one I have given the basic information about compute variable. Second one is reliability test. So how to do the reliability test? So first one is to do the reliability test. These are the information, same thing, variable view I have entered, and here I mentioned the data view. In the data view, no need to go with the items, each and every factors. That's why I have given the answer for the compute variable. Now by using the same compute variable, I have given all the factors, I have given the total amount of compute variable. So these are the factors, each and every question under head first question tangibility, 21 people have given the answer. So like that, with the help of compute variable, I have totaled it. Now I need to find out the reliability test. Now how to find out the reliability test? So go for data view, again analyze, then analyze, scale will be there, reliability will be there. Now click each and every item in the item box. Now go for statistics. In statistics, 2 items will be there. Click item. Another one is scale item if deleted. Then continue, then OK. Now you have got the Cronbach alpha. 6 items are there. Number of items are 6. As I used very less amount of method, I have got 0.678 only, but 0.7 if it is there, then your questionnaire is good. Okay, even for this answer 0.678. Now what I have to do, I need to rework. Okay, I need to rework means very simple, but need not to focus much more on this. Other tests are there, for which one I have got for which one I have got more value, that I have to delete it. Then the number of contract value will be increased. Cronbach alpha value will be increased. So for that, the Cronbach alpha, if item deleted, the meaning if you getting very less than 0.7, let you may have right to delete, but which one is having highest part, that you have to delete to increase this Cronbach alpha 0.7 to more than 0.7. So at that time, if you're going to do, your number of items will be reduced. So to avoid this, what you have to do, you may increase the number of questions. You may increase number of questions. Sometimes this may reflect in another way. Some people, what they may do, they won't collect the questionnaire from the respondents directly. Instead of that, they may go with some malpractices of doing their, they themselves put the tick mark and start publishing the article. At that time, you won't get the correct results. Okay, so these type of things to be avoided. But the second part we have discussed about how to do the reliability test. Sir, okay, sir.
Yes, sir, visible.
Okay. Now the next one is, first one we have did a compute variable. Second one is reliability test. Third one is normality test. So this normality test one is very, very important to identify whether we can go for a parametric or whether we can go for non-parametric. So what for that, what we have to do? First one is go for data view, then analyze, then descriptive statistics, explore. So two items will be there. This tangibility is called as dependent list, and this question number, see, two things only I am taken, tangibility, and question number 6 is called as, do you have a bank account? So this, click this, transfer here, factor list. Now immediately click statistics, descriptive, commonly the descriptive will be there, and continue. Second one, plot, is called as export part. The factor levels all together, which is already presented. So box plot will be there. Factors level, stem and leaf, normality test. You are going with the normality test. Click this normality test, continue, and directly you can give OK. So I have got the results here. No need this, just see this. KMO, Kolmogorov-Smirnov test, and Shapirovic. Shapirovic sometimes may vary. You need not to focus on Shapirovic test, but this test is very, very important. So in this test, what you have to do, two values, 0.025, 0.035. Just see that less than 5%. Yes, less than 5%. 2.5 and 3.5, less than 5%. Less than 5% means alternative hypothesis significant, then non-parametric test. Alternative means already I told, if it is less than 5% means alternative hypothesis significant, non-parametric test. If it is above 0.05, not significant, then parametric test. Very easily you can identify with these two values itself, less than 0.05, 5%. Now what type of test you can apply? We can identify non-parametric. I told already non-parametric test, the tools which you have already told, Man-Whitney test, Friedman test, Kreskin-Wallace test, all these tests are coming under non-parametric. But when you're using the non-parametric, you doesn't have right to use the parametric test. But at the same time, if these values are more than 5%, 0.05, at that time, null hypothesis not significant. Now you can use what type of test, means parametric test. So if anyone asks the question, how you have applied the statistical tools for your study? So for that, I have conducted the normality test distribution by using the Kolmogorov Smirnov test, which shows that less than 5 or more than 5, parametric or non-parametric. Based on this part, you can provide the answer called as normality test. When you have to apply this and when you need not to apply, depend upon the parametric and non-parametric test. So this part we have completed, normality. Now I am showing one document. Sir, is it visible, sir?
Yes, sir. Please zoom it, sir.
Yes. Yes. Okay, sir. So in this, yeah. So with this, it's another thesis format. Now you can ask the question, sir, what type of tools can be applied for non-parametric test? As I told, descriptive, which is totally different. You can use descriptive for any type of analysis, but for inferential only, we need to focus parametric and non-parametric. So all these type of tools that we can use for non-parametric. Okay, same which is common. As I told another point, when if you are getting the test parametric, even if you can apply the non-parametric also. So these are the tools can use. These are the tools can use for non-parametric test. So another one is now here I will give another example. So KM test, just see this KM test is 0.00. As I told the previous example, 0.00 means less than, okay, less than 5% means a significant level which shows less than 5% means a non-parametric test can be applied. Already with the help of this test, I have given the result also. 0.0 to 2.5 and 3.5 we have got the result as it and also I have told that you can apply the non-parametric test. So same way here also they have applied the non-parametric test. So for that this test which is very important, and what type of tools can be used for non-parametric also, as I have told. Okay, so if any assumption for parametric test is not satisfied, as I told with this, if it is not yet satisfied, then you can go with the non-parametric test. Is it visible, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the next test is called as descriptive statistics. So the descriptive statistics, number of variables, maybe at least one continuous variable, and one continuous variable means already I given the example for that nominal scale, ordinal scale, even both you can apply even in the interval scale also. So how to do the descriptive statistics? Even another part also I told, even if you got the answer non-parametric, you can apply the descriptive statistics, that which is common only. So for that, go to data view, descriptive statistics, only one question which I have taken here, data view, and in this data view analyze and go with descriptive statistics and descriptive. So descriptive age I have taken, as I told, you all know very well, age means multiple choice may come. Multiple choice means already nominal scale. So this can be called as nominal scale. Gender, age, multiple choice questions are nominal scale. So click here, go with options, mean, standard deviation, minimum, maximum, all these list. Even you can include these also. Otherwise with this directly click continue and give OK. I have got the minimum value, a maximum value, mean value, standard deviation value. So like that, you can do the test, the descriptive statistics called as descriptive analysis. Descriptive analysis, you can use any at least one variable, maybe nominal scale, ordinal scale, or interval scale can be used. Next one is frequency, called as scale of variables. So here also categorical variable. You all know very well. Categorical variable means nominal scale, ordinal scale is called categorical variable. Interval ratio scale called as continuous variables. Now how to do? So for this I have taken gender and marital status. So gender also nominal scale. Marital status also married or unmarried also called as nominal scale. Now these two variables I am going to test the frequency. So go to variable view. Now analyze. I have given here the gender and marital status. Analyze descriptive statistics. In descriptive frequency. So click this gender first question variable, second question variable, and now immediately you have to click the chart. Pie chart means pie chart. Frequency already will be there, and click continue. Format is there, ascending value or descending value is required. So go with descending values. Click continue and give OK. So you can able to get ascending or descending value. Here you can change single or married or male or female, which one you want. First you want male, second you want female, means based on that you can do the order changes. So gender, the chart we have got it, and this we have to do the percentage again to go with some calculation formulation that you have to do the include this percentage and all, but only table which is enough. In the recent days no need to show the project your thesis with the help of more chart and all, only the table information which is very less amount of descriptive is required, more amount of inferential statistics and almost the same part which is very important. So we have completed the frequency analysis, and the next one analysis is called as chi-square analysis. You all know very well again the chi-square analysis, already I told non-parametric only. Okay, so chi-square non-parametric, nominal or ordinal scale. Nominal ordinal scale means the tangibility and customer I have given here. So for this go for variable view, again analyze descriptive statistics. So cross tab, chi-square the cost tab. Two factors I have taken. When you are going to analyze two factors, then the cross tab, the chi-square test need to be projected. So here the row is customer tangibility is called as column. So customer satisfaction is dependent variable. So for that I have given in the row column, and click statistics, click chi-square value. Sometimes you can use this Grammar's value also. So now here Grammar's value, and directly you can go with any of these various types of test. Kappa test is there. Maximum IT people, those who are doing the research in the information technology, they can use this method, Kappa test. And now we can go with chi-square and can click continue and give OK. I have got the chi-square test. So again you have to see that chi-square p-values, you have to see that p-value which is less than 5% or more than 5%. So based on that you have to write your interpretation. Okay, significant level, less than or more than, null hypothesis rejected, null hypothesis accepted. As I told already, if it is more than 0.05, here 0.05 we have got not statistically significant. If it is less than 0.05, statistically significant. See, statistically significant, even if you're going to show a present in your thesis, it may show some plagiarism also. No significant relationship, no relationship between, like that you have to change multiple changing terms can be used when you are going to draft your hypothesis part. So we have completed chi-square, and the next one is ANOVA test. Again, for ANOVA, only one independent variable is there, and other factors I have taken. One independent and dependent. One independent means maybe nominal scale. Here I have taken age. You all are very well, age means a nominal scale, and other variables are called as ordinal scale. So these are dependent variables, and this one is called as independent variables. So with the one independent variable and other dependent variable, I am going to test the ANOVA. So go to data view and analyze. And this compare means one way ANOVA will be there. Click one way ANOVA. So age is a factor. So age is a factor means here, and all these answer in the dependent list. Now contrast. Go for post-hoc test. In post-hoc test, there is a test called as Tukey test, and significant value will be there always 0.05. Now directly you can click continue and click OK. So this part you can present in your thesis for ANOVA. Just see that significant level for only one, a response alone less than 5%, which means which there is a significant difference which is presented between response and age. But for others, more than 0.05, there is no significant relationship between age and the other factors. So each and every factor, the interpretation is another important part. We have to write with each and every factors. So for the ANOVA test, I have given the information about age and one independent variable and other dependent variable. You can do this ANOVA test. Next one is simple linear regression. This is the major part of overall regression which we are going to discuss now. Now first one is calculating the simple regression. One dependent variable I have taken. Dependent variable is called as tangibility. Question is called as independent. Again, I have taken age. Now go to data view, analyze, regression, linear regression is there. There are two types of, one is simple linear regression, multiple linear regression, but the concept is same. Okay, I have used only two factors. One is one dependent, another one independent variable. If you are going to use one dependent variable, one independent variable, and with multiple dependent variable, then can be called as multiple linear regression. So as I told, dependent, tangibility is dependent. The age is independent. Okay, now what you have to do, go for click statistics, model fit, which is very, very important. In the while writing the article, model fit, even here you can do the model fit if it is not required, even if you want to do your test again. In same model, or using the same model also, you can find out the model fit. So, but basic this regression, which is easy method to show the model fit. And in the recent days, R square change, a value which is very, very important, descriptive and collinearity diagnostics. So these are even Durbin Watson and continue. And the next one is click OK. So now the first one is descriptive statistics, already which you have discussed how to do the descriptive statistics. Now the second one is correlation. Regarding the correlation, 0.289, the significant level you have got. Here I have used only one correlation, tangibility in age, but you can use with the age itself multiple factors you can use even for correlation. So when you are going to use the multiple linear regression, for example, tangibility, response, reliability, assurance, satisfaction, if you are going to use, then you can go with the same factor, same process, but called as multiple linear regression. So 0.289, it is more than 0.05. More than 0.05 means there is no relationship between age and tangibility. And just see that the another one is model summary. In this model summary, this model summary is very important. As I told, R square value, but nowadays adjusted R square values also, which is very important. But these level, these values which won't be shows, it may shows the values will be different. For the explanation example point of view, I have presented only one value with the another one. But if you are going to use your sample size very high, and at the same time, if you're going to use one independent or multiple factors, this R square 80% is required, more than 8 is required, then your questionnaire model fit is good. So for that, in the model summary, R square and adjusted R square is very important. So you can go with R square and adjusted R square. And the next one is ANOVA. As I told, ANOVA significant level. If it is exit more than 5%, you all know very well. But this part, what purpose doing here means whether the ANOVA, the variables are fit in the model or not. But more than 0.05 not fit in the model. So if it is not fit in the model, means very simple, you have to increase your sample size. As I told, even if you're going to use your same model, at that time the model fit, which is the fit, even to run the basic model itself, it won't shows proper values. Immediately you have to decide that if you're not able to run the same itself, then you have to decide by yourself, you have to increase your sample size. That the another point. So here itself I have decided with the value of this more value, the variable which is not yet fit for the model, then you have to increase your sample size. And coefficient, for this coefficient, you have to, which is standard coefficient value is very important. So the standard coefficient value, the independent variable age, which contributes maximum, which one means tangibility. For example, what purpose coefficient is important? I have taken only one dependent variable. If I am going to take 5 variables by using multiple linear regression, tangibility, response, assurance, satisfaction, I get 5. At that time, I have to see that the age which influence which factor more, which independent variable contributes maximum to the dependent variable. For that purpose, the coefficient which is very important. Next one is collinearity diagnostics. But for this collinearity diagnostics, the tolerance value will be there. And the another one is VIF, the index value, which I have not yet calculated here, and residual statistics. But even for collinearity diagnostic, which is not, but at the same time, when you are calculating the collinearity diagnostic, there is one collection index, collective measure index will be there. That shows the above 30. Above 30 means your value, which will be very good. But for this part, you have to see that the coefficient, as I told, which independent variable which gives maximum contribution to the dependent variable, and for model is fit or not, ANOVA, to increase the sample size. And the model summary, R square, adjusted R square is very important. And the correlation, the significant level. So what purpose the regression, the recent days they are using means by using the regression itself, you can get the complete statistical data, which what need to do, what need to do, which one need not to do. Like that, you can able to get the complete information. I think the compute variable and reliability test, and the third one which we have discussed about the normality distribution. Then we have discussed about the descriptive and frequency analysis, chi-square analysis, ANOVA, and regression analysis. So completely I have given the picture of how to do the SPSS. And another important thing, now we are going to discuss about the next one is factors affecting the career choice. I am just showing one article. In this article, very simple, the references, the citation, references style. There are two types of style is there. One is American Psychological Association and Harvard style is there. USA APS style will be used, and UK Harvard style will be used. And maximum number of publishers are using the American Psychological Association only. In the recent days they are using. But for that, now what we have to do is some basic important points which we are going to discuss now. So whether this one is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir,
Visible.
visible, sir.
Okay. Now to do the citation index, there is one citation index called as mission citation. So if you, when you're going for mission citation, it shows all APA style and MLA style and Chicago style, all the styles which will be there. And yes, so here it may ask check your paper, create citation. Now create citation for journal. So here just customer satisfaction search. The article, it was the direct article, customer satisfaction, for example. Directly go for citation, just continue. All the information will be there, complete citation. So if you, yes, it's loading. Now you have got the citation. Okay, so for this, what you have to do here, just I'm given the example. You just download your articles and topic in the you have to search the topic. If you get the topic, it will create the APA style, which style you want directly, it will project. Or else sometimes the another method is there, you can create by your own also. Another method which is there, create your new citation by you have to enter the data, article number, article title, author, all the details. If you are presented manually also, you can create your citation by using this website. Another one is here, maximum number of people are publishing their article in the UGC. And after publishing their article in the UGC, which is very, very important here, now first what you have to do, you have to log in. I think already I log in. Title, just here I am giving to search corporate governance topic, give search. After login, I have given the title, and now you will get this the article which has indexed in this particular journal. It may give the complete details. This, what you have to do, you have to take printout. Very, very important, please, you have to take printout. The reason is, today the article will be published. Tomorrow, from the journal UGC website itself, the index will be removed. The details will be removed. At that time, this is only one proof which shows that your article has been published during that time, the journal which was indexed in the UGC care list. This is the another information you have to take printout if you are going to publish your article in the UGC care list. Another one is, go for Scopus. So author search will be there. Just click this author search. You can view by yourself. What is the major difference between the articles published in UGC or Scopus means? Once you have published your article in the Scopus, which will be always present, even for a number of years, you can view your article in the author profile. So 62 Rajshekhar D index, H index, I indexed, and it shows the university of complete details which will be presented here. So you can view your author profile when you are going for any interview or even for submission of documents. Just take this printout, this which will shows authenticated evidence that your articles are already published in the Scopus website. It's a legally can be accepted wherever you go. This document which will be enough for you. And another one is sources. You can enter any subject area. See title, instead of title, if you want to know the publisher. So for example, you just click which journal, whether it has been indexed or not. In the title, enter title, it will shows the journal has been indexed or not. If it is indexed, just see here the documents and year of metrics for the year 2019. Okay, 81 people are cited this journal, and based on this you can proceed. If it has been indexed, this one also you need to take printout. Sometimes even in the Scopus also they are removing, but once your article indexed in the author profile, there is no chance to remove. But before publishing, take this document printout and published. Even later, if it has been removed, this document which will be authenticated, showing that when you are published, there is a proof that the article index, the journal which was indexed in the Scopus. Some people, even if you have published the article in the Scopus, but if you doesn't get any information from the regarding the indexed, then what you have to do is here there is a mail ID called as Scopus support elsewhere@elsewhere.com. Okay, Scopus support at elsewhere.com. So you have to send the mail to them. It may take 1 month. Immediately your article will be indexed. Immediately your article will be indexed. Once you have send the mail, they may give whether I have sent the mail like this, and they have given the reply to me. Okay, so for that there is don't delay. Once you have published your article, immediately article, the publisher website, the link, everything need to be uploaded in the mail through your mail. Send the mail to this particular mail ID. Immediately they may give the reply. Within 4 weeks your problem will be solved, and your article which will be indexed in the Scopus website. Another citation index called as Zotero, but I have included this Zotero in my Word document. It's a procedure is there to upload this document, to download the document, or to included automatically. It may included in your Word document. So I have included here Zotero. Okay, so this one is another friendly software for to do your citation. As the time constraint, I am not go for how to use this. So download this Zotero and click this add or edit bibliography. But for that, what you have to do, you have to download your articles. You have to download your articles. Just click this paragraph review of literature. For example, review of literature here means keep this review of literature, add edit bibliography, add edit citation. Directly it will give the results of which author, where you have taken the source, completely APA style. If you want, it may gives the APA style. So Zotero is the very friendly software where even I am using for the citation purpose, both the refer to collect the both for citation index APA style as well as MLA styles, as well as Chicago style. So any type of style, this may be provide complete details. Very easily you can able to collect your citation indexed. So I think completely I have covered all the details of how to use the research part and SPSS part and regarding your citation index. Sir, any
Hello, sir.
questions, sir? Yes.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, audible, sir.
Uh, very good evening to all of you. I would like to thank you all, dear participants, faculty members, and respected dignitaries. It was a great session by Dr. Rajshekhar from AMET University. Sir has discussed about the research and the SPSS, how to use SPSS statistical tools, reliability statistical test, normality test, descriptive analysis, chi-square analysis, ANOVA test, simple linear regression, and so on. Thank you once again. This is the end of this session. Thanks.
So thank you very much, Dr. Shekhar. Dr.
Yes,
Rajshekhar,
sir. Thank you.
thank you very much, sir, for the informative lecture, and we will be surely benefited by this. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you,
And
sir.
those who are having any doubts in the research, I am sharing my mobile number also. You can just give me a call to I will clarify your doubts.
So can we
This
take
is my number.
some questions, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So in the comment box, you can see there are certain questions. One question is, please suggest best book to study statistics and linear algebra.
So my suggestion is instead of those who are doing the research, those who are involving in writing the articles are doing the PhD, instead of referring the textbook, there is a one website ResearchGate. Okay, you just refer that ResearchGate website for all your queries. The from the authors from various countries, they are given the good information to update your knowledge in the research.
Sir, one question is there. Suggest some statistical software for analysis in life sciences. So I think SPSS is
Regard
the one.
SPSS one, another one is there R software, I think.
Yeah, R is
R.
used for data analytics. Yes.
But I comes to know that even the life sciences, the people, those who are engaging in doing the research in the science background, they are using in the recent days SPSS only. Their research which related to SPSS only.
So no more questions I can see in the comment box here. So again, let me conclude it. Thank you very much, Dr. Rajshekhar, for this informative lecture. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.